with an amazing ability to detect danger and safety. And evolution has also given us the ability to react with defensive, life-saving, protective states. Some of these states you've heard of, some of these states you may not have heard of. But the first step in understanding this is to first know what state you're in. So today, we're going to talk about fight, the state of fight, often paired with fight or flight. Fight is this energy that comes out in us that is ready to fight for your life. Just like this guy here, red with anger, enraged, fists up, eyes narrowed down, tension in the hands, tension in the jaw, often tension in the belly, and frequently also tension in the neck and throat. We are ready to strike. We are ready to do whatever it takes to save our lives and to stop the danger. It's a wonderful ability that we have. And it was given to us, it was developed specifically so that the species can continue to survive. Where we run into problems is that often, for many of us, this can be triggered not because we're being chased by an enemy, but because someone took our parking space, or you got fired from a job, or you have a disagreement with your beloved. In these ways, normal events of life trigger a defensive survival state, which is fine if it's triggered for a moment or two. But one of the interesting things about all states is that they're designed to keep you in them. In other words, if I'm supposed to fight for my life and I'm only angry for 30 seconds and then it kinds of go away and I want to ask the other person to go out for a coffee, that might be nice, but that's not going to save me in a really dangerous situation. So states self-fuel. They keep us thinking and spinning in the state so that we keep amplifying the energy. We make our fight state longer lasting. And this can produce problems for us because it really sucks to be angry all the time. And it also produces struggles in our relationships where we find that anger tends to push people away. So what can you do when you find that you're angry and you'd rather not be? Well, the first thing you can do is to notice that you're angry, to truly stop and notice that you're angry. The second thing you can try is to take 5 to 10 deep, slow breaths. The breathing and bringing your mind to feeling the full duration of the in-breath and the full duration of the out-breath will help settle your system down. It's harder, much harder to do this if you're out of your mind enraged. Then you might need to be breathing for several hours before it feels like it comes down. But with minor frustrations, irritations, the stuff that happens maybe several times a day, 5 to 10 breaths may be enough to help you exit that fight stage and come back to a state of balance. And in that state of balance, you have the freedom to respond as you'd like to. Now, if you've had trauma in your background, that's going to increase the tendency for your states, like fight, to take less to set them off. And once they're set off, they tend to go longer. So that if you're a trauma survivor, you may find that you're hijacked by your defensive states more often than you're not in them. The work that we now know can truly help trauma survivors, and for that matter, all of us, feel less chronically hijacked by our states and more able to be present and determine the state that we're embodying. This work has been known to free people of decades and decades and decades of being stuck in emotional storms and states. The work is well worth it because you can exchange being a prisoner of states to having freedom in your life.